Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tigers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football.
Oh, look out. There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. LSU quick to the line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense considering his success now early.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line, and the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
He makes a grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off, and the touchdown counts. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes out on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Chunked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
That's caught. It's Potts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to the air one more time. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Derek.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's wrestled to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Peppers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The inside handoff. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's the handoff. That's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Potts. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Now on the counter. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference,
and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Snagged in the middle. It's Potts. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop calmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. LSU right back to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it from the gun. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Tigers are on the move. He's going to pass. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to run it to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah,
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Jumped on top of the pile. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Tiger!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner is stopped. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. LSU quick to the line. Wide out in motion. On the move. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He breaks a tackle. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a able to come away with the pick.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tony.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Potts. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And the quick shuffle pass. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. He's looking to throw. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense got it. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Motion from the offense. On the move. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They want to run this quarterback. Tackle is made after the first down.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Across the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a gap. It's Gore. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. A first down for the offense. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's got his man. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On the option. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Crosses to 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback will keep it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after making the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It comes down to this now. One final play to win it. This ball has got to get in the end zone somehow, some way. Who's going to step up?
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this one.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College